You, brother, I miss you so much.
He's in the country.
Yeah,
So,
yep.
So the Olympia is no longer safe.
Yeah. Yeah, I miss you, brother, and I know we can do many things together. Because
All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. I've got a couple of interesting stories for you guys today. The first story, let's start out with probably the bigger story here, the Big Ramy story. No pun intended. So Big Ramy posted a series of Instagram stories. Well, actually, his friend posted some stories featuring Big Ramy in them. So Big Ramy, he's on a plane, and apparently he is flying to the United States, specifically flying to New York. So that is a very good sign. Because prior to this, Big Ramy honestly was one of the guys, one of the competitors that's qualified for the Olympia that kind of had a question mark next to his name as far as international travel is concerned, whether or not he would be able to even get a visa or get to the United States at all. So those stories essentially meant that he did get his visa, and he is on his way to the States. And I saw several Instagram pages officially confirm this, but I'll go with the Buys and Tries page, which is a page I look at a lot. And they said Big Ramy is on his way to New York. This makes it official. He did receive his visa, and he will compete at the 2020 Mr. Olympia. So even though we're a few weeks ahead now of the Mr. Olympia, here, I'll actually show you guys their newest promo poster now that it's moved to Orlando. So December 17th through the 20th are the dates of the 2020 Mr. Olympia. So we're still a few weeks away, a little under 3 weeks out. The first day of December is tomorrow. So 17 days away, baby. So I'm assuming Big Ramy heading to the States now means he's going to stay in the States for the next 3 weeks up until the Olympia. Now, what I've heard is that he's going to be working with Dennis James now that he's in the States, and Dennis is going to be kind of his training coach, his training partner up until the Olympia for the final weeks of prep. And then Chad Nichols is going to take care of basically everything else, basically his dietitian / guru or whatever you want to call it. So this to me is really good to see because one more big name on that list that is officially in. I mean, he's in the States. He's flying to the States. He's got a special invite. He's ready. We saw all the physique updates that he posted lately. He's looking good. Big Ramy officially in the Olympia. No more question mark next to his name. And I think that's fantastic because we've seen so many guys have these question marks and then not be able to do it. Ramy's in. Let me know those Big Ramy predictions for where he will place in the 2020 Mr. Olympia in the comment section below. I'm really happy to see, actually, that he's here. Now, next up in the news here, another physique update from Chris Bumstead, a leg update, a quad update from Chris Bumstead. So over the past week or so, it's been a little bit more quiet with physique updates. With the holidays, everybody spending time with their family, maybe going off track of their diet a little bit. We haven't seen as many physique updates from anybody, really, over the past couple days. Not even Chris, not even Breon. And Chris and Breon probably are the two most frequent physique update posters in any division. They post on one pretty much every day, and they've both been kind of quiet on the physique update front. But Chris, after Thanksgiving, post-Thanksgiving, still looking insane. And the point of this post, I wanted to point you guys, he says, new YouTube videos live showing you guys my morning routine as I prepare for this year's Mr. Olympia and a sneak peek physique update at the end. So I'm not going to spoil his video. You guys got to go over to his YouTube channel and watch it and check it out for yourselves. But I will post, I'm not going to show you guys his whole posing video, but I'll show you guys some still frames from that video that I thought were impressive. He's shredded, man. Chris is in shape. Breon's in shape. Chris is looking bigger. It's going to be a hell of a battle. Chris has got some crazy delts, too. I'm looking at this kind of front, most muscular here, this hands on hips. His delts are insane. In this shot and this lighting in particular, the goon lighting, I'll say it one more time for the people in the back. The goon lighting does Chris a lot of favors. Chris really pulls it off. But if you want to see his full posing video, head over there to his YouTube channel. Check out his video. Much love to Chris. Now, speaking of Chris, his coach and his brother-in-law, Iain Valliere. So Iain Valliere, another guy qualified for the 2020 Mr. Olympia. Iain Valliere qualified off of a win, a major win, winning the New York Pro this past year. Which was the subject of a lot of controversy. A lot of people had something to say. Iain was second to Hunter Labrada at the Tampa Pro. Hunter wound up winning that show, obviously, and then Iain went on to do the New York Pro and won that one. And speaking of goon light, Iain knows what he's doing as well as far as lighting is concerned. Iain's physique, under the right lighting, is one of the freakiest physiques during the off season or during the prep phase, not on stage. When Iain finds the right lighting, his physique really looks grainy under that lighting. I mean, I think a lot of the reason why Iain didn't look as good at the New York Pro was the lighting. The lighting at the New York Pro was not good. I do think Iain's conditioning was a little bit off. I still stand by that. But I think the lighting there wasn't good, and it didn't showcase his physique as well as maybe some other circumstances might. And don't get me wrong, I saw the update pictures of Iain going into the New York Pro, and he had grainy physique update pictures like this under good lighting going into that show. In this little very quick video that you're watching here, the front lat spread, which to me, I think this is one of Iain's best poses. I love when he hits this pose. This and maybe his most muscular, I think, are my two favorite poses of his. His side tricep's pretty cool too. But Iain is qualified. Iain is 3 weeks out. Iain is competing at the 2020 Mr. Olympia. So my question to you guys is, where do you think Iain is going to place at this year's Mr. Olympia? He's got a strong possibility of being top 10 at the Olympia this year. He's going to the Olympia off of a major pro win. I mean, it doesn't get much bigger. Besides the Arnold Classic, if you're going to win a show to get to the Olympia, it doesn't get much bigger than winning the New York Pro. I mean, we're talking, this is the show that Ramy won a couple times to earn his Olympia qualification. I believe 2013 and 2014, if I'm not mistaken. Historically, people that go to the Olympia off of a New York Pro win, they do very well. In all the updates I've seen from Iain so far, he looks impressive, so it looks like he is on track. Now, next up in the news, I want to talk about strict curl really quickly. Dan Green. So Dan Green is one of the first powerlifters I followed on any social media when I got into powerlifting myself. And he posted a video training some curls where he says he can't do the big three as well these days because he has nerve issues, but he can still hit guns. So he's been training apparently a lot from the cheat curls perspective, and he's doing 60 kgs for 10 in these sets, which gives me hope because I can't remember the last time I saw Dan compete, but it would be a hell of a cool event if Dan competed in the strict curl. Dan is a hell of a powerlifter, and it looks like maybe, possibly, that could be something that he's training for because he says these curls feel good, not something that he's held back from training with his nerve issues. I just thought this was cool to see. If you guys are familiar with Dan Green, I'm sure a lot of you guys started following him maybe around 2013, 2012, 2014, somewhere around that era is when I followed a lot more powerlifters on stuff. I think my first powerlifting meet was 2013, if I'm not mistaken. I was watching Mark Bell's Powercast, all that good stuff. So anyway, shout out to Dan the Man Green. Now, next up in the news, you guys wanted me to talk about men's physique a little bit, the men's physique Mr. Olympia. So Jeremy Potvin. This is a guy that I really like in men's physique. I know I don't talk about it as much, but as far as crazy structure goes in men's physique, Jeremy's got one of the craziest waist-to-shoulder ratios that I've seen in any category. And he posts these posing videos. He posts like a similar video whenever he's getting ready for a show. But he has really one of the craziest small waists that I've ever seen. And this is a guy that I like in this men's physique lineup. And if I'm not mistaken, he's been very dangerous at the men's physique Mr. Olympia before. I believe he was top 3 at one point, maybe 2016. Then I think more recently he was like 10th, if I'm not mistaken. I don't follow men's physique as closely, but I'm pretty sure he was 3rd place in 2016. He's like 10th in 2018. He was 5th at one point. You guys always ask me, talk about men's physique a little bit more. Who do you like in men's physique? This is one guy. I just think his physique is really impressive. I think his V-taper is really impressive. And if men's physique is all about that V-taper, that shoulder to waist ratio, I think is a large part of what men's physique is really supposed to be. So as far as that's concerned, I think this guy has one of the more impressive just ratios, man. This guy's insane. And then, of course, another guy, IFBB Thanos. This is another men's physique guy I've been really impressed by. This guy is another guy that has an insane ratio, and his conditioning in this picture, or in this video rather, looks insane as well. So he's getting ready for the Olympia also. So we get to look forward to his, I believe this is his Olympia debut, his first Olympia ever. And he looks really grainy in this video too, but his shoulder to waist ratio, pretty insane. So as far as men's physique goes, like I said, I don't follow it as closely, but some of the guys that I'm impressed by are just these guys that have these insane ratios, because to me, men's physique for a while I think was about kind of just having a beach bod. But as far as the aspect of men's physique, this having these crazy ratios, these are two guys that really impressed me with their just how small their waist is, how crazy insane their V-taper is. And just as far as I'm concerned, that's the part of men's physique that I'm kind of interested in. So that's going to wrap it up for the video today, guys. As always, today is Cyber Monday. So if you guys want to head over to the Redcon One website, the entire site is buy one, get one free, plus free shipping when you use the code CYBER. But of course, tell them Nick Strength and Power sent you, or click the link in my description so they make sure that they know that you came from me. Also, they just launched their MRE RTD protein shakes, and I believe there's a deal on them. Buy 3 boxes, get one free with the code free MRE. But again, let them know Nick Strength and Power sent you. You guys know I never really promote any deals on my channel. I typically just roll the Redcon intro, but I think the weekend of Black Friday, they have the best deals that they have all year, and you guys really stand to gain a lot of free stuff. So I want to see you guys win. I want to see you guys get a ton of free stuff. I hope you guys cashed in on that Black Friday deal, because I couldn't believe how much free stuff they were giving away. Even I bought $50 worth of stuff to get some Black Friday free stuff to give to my friends for Christmas. So that's how good I think that deal really was. So that's going to wrap it up for the video today, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed already. Leave a comment down below. I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. And as always, Nick Strength and Power, signing out.